Hey guys, it is Rachel Feldman, and I am so happy to be with you this evening. What an awesome opportunity. First off, I get so psyched to talk to health and wellness professionals who are just massively hungry, like myself, to build a business. I never in my wildest dreams, when I came into being a health coach, thought that I would have to do so much marketing, that I would have to, think about building my business and think about the internet or think about marketing or think about like launching programs. So, one thing that we're going to talk about today and why you signed up for this awesome webinar is how to take your business not only online, but really offline. I think the beauty of when I graduated, which was in 2010, is that the internet was not so crazy. It was not so viral. You didn't have people with these gorgeous websites. I mean, Facebook really was like the only game in town. And so over the years, I've, had to become a better marketer. I've had to learn how to grow my online presence. But I will tell you, the first 2, 3 years, nobody really knew me. If you looked at the likes on my page on Facebook, maybe there were like 10. So if you're sitting on this phone call tonight and you're thinking, how am I going to get this done? Because you're struggling with, online programs. And yes, so many of us here build that online presence, maybe I want you to think about thinking outside the box and going offline, which is why you are here. So the cool thing about going offline is it's also how you build the foundation of your business and a healthy business. And I'm seeing so many coaches struggling, and struggling is something that you do not have to do. I want this season, this semester, to end those days. So if you're on this phone call tonight and you're pumping out a 9 to 5 job and you're coming home and you're doing your health coaching at night, or you're taking care of your kids and your health coaching is, while you're holding a baby, or while you're, taking care of, a family member and you're doing this at night, or, maybe you're, doing your health coaching at night and working on the weekends, whatever that might be. And maybe it feels like a struggle. It doesn't have to be. I know, in the beginning of my business, I was scrambling. I was just scrambling, handing out handouts, putting recipes together, and handing my kids off to my husband at night. And I felt tired. And that was really the birth of the Done For You programs. I never thought that I would create programs for other coaches. I actually created a system for myself because I found that my clients, not only did my clients need a system, but I needed a system too. So I want to welcome you to this, this talk. I'm so excited because if anyone knows, I take the whole semester to create these programs. All of the content for the detoxes are brand new, fresh content, recipes, from recipes to design, to opt-in freebies, to blog posts, for the rock star, to everything the basic. We write everything brand new, fresh, which is why it takes me about 100 hours. And then it goes through the design process. I write the recipes. I send them off to a chef. We get them designed, everything. And it's a lengthy process. So everyone knows who works with me just how amazing the birth of these programs are. So not only are we going to talk about how to use digital products, Done For You programs, online and offline, but I'm also going to talk to you about the Done For You programs. So buckle up. We are going to have a ton of fun. So who am I? My name is Rachel Feldman. I'm a health coach. I'm a wellness advocate, which means that I really believe that my job is to make this world a better place for my kids, for other people in this world, to empower them, to live a healthy life, which is why you went to school. You didn't go to school to spend $5,000 or multiple schools. I've sold these programs and I've coached acupuncturists, chiropractors, naturopaths, PhDs, acupuncturists, massage therapists, you name it, from IAN to all different, universities and colleges who have bought these programs. A wellness advocate, no matter who you are, is just an advocate for somebody else to be empowered with different choices. I'm a detox specialist for my own health reasons, my own health issues. I realized the layers of toxicity because we breathe, we live, we stress. There are 600% more cars on the road than 1950. More toxins in our food. Our soil is just, it's just poor. It doesn't have that good bacteria. The makeup we use, the air we breathe, the paint on our walls, the water that we drink, the water we bathe in, everything, you name it, it's just toxins. So we need to learn how to move our lymphatic system, move our liver, eat clean, and empower those in our life, our clients, to have different tools and tricks so that we get into Wellville. And it doesn't mean we're doing these extreme detoxes. To me, that's not what detox is about. That's why the detox is a clean eating elimination program based on the teachings of Alejandro Younger, Liz Lipsky, who is actually one of the interviews. And it takes all those modalities. I don't prescribe to one dogma. I've been macrobiotic, I've been vegan, vegetarian, paleo. I was never a full fruitarian just because I don't do that great on fruit. But I've been, I've juiced for long periods of time. I've done, mono meals. And for me with ulcerative colitis and Lyme, I've, changed over the years. But that's why detox for me was so profound. I birthed 2 babies. Despite a lot of things that I'd done, great things like body ecology diet and FODMAP and, SCD and, specific carbohydrate diet, which that stands for, and lots of other different things, and allergy testing, and just found that when we reduce inflammation and we put our clients on programs that reduce stress and really work on the food, life changes. I'm a business coach. That means that when I work with people one-on-one, I am your business partner. I help you strategize, launch. I'm your best friend, somebody to help you figure out what is the next step. I'm a proud mama to my 2 babies who inspire and empower me daily, and my husband who is my solid rock and believes in me. And when we did lose all our savings in 2010, which happened to be the same month that I graduated from IIN, it was my why, because I could go back to commercial real estate where I did make 6 figures, or I could follow my dream and be a health coach. So when people tell me they can't make it as a health coach, I tell them, no, you can. It's just that it may be scary, it may be uncomfortable, but you can go after what you desire and what you deserve. You just have to know your personality type. And you have to be willing to be uncomfortable. And launching, online or offline, is going to be uncomfortable. And that's why in every program that you see tonight that I'm going to talk about, we have support forums. And everyone knows I'm an essential oil geek. Love essential oils. So if you want to know more about them, you can shoot me an email after. So why are we here today? Well, yes, we want to talk about multiple streams of income, because the one thing about health coaching in any business, you need multiple streams of income for longevity. Online, offline, passive, active. You want to also have many different ways of going offline with your digital products. I see so many coaches who buy the programs that I offer and they say, oh my God, I wasn't able to get anybody to buy my program online. I'm like, don't listen to the online, go online. Maybe you're better offline. Let's talk about that. So let's really talk about the not struggle. No need to struggle, and think how we can really go offline. because that to me is the name of the game. I had the honor of interviewing Holly Thompson. Love her, and she's a good friend, last season for the Rockstar interviews. And we talked about how, everyone talks about online, but most of us built our businesses, especially those first 1, 2, 3 years, offline. But nobody talks about that. We talk about, online programs. And I think online programs are great. I'm going to get into how to really use them, but really how to match them with your offline work as well, and how to build that lasting local reputation also. So you are really making your work effectively work for you. Okay, launching your cool ass biz. Um, you want to give your clients something tangible. One thing I've noticed is that work with me, sign up for 2 50-minute sessions, it's just not that hot, sexy, or attractive. Somebody comes to your site, you have 30 seconds to keep them at your site. So if you have 30 seconds to keep them at your site, why is somebody going to stay there? Well, you want them to keep clicking and go on and say, why am I going to hire this person over the next? How do you stand out in a crowd? So let's really have you stand out in a crowd. When I hired Rebecca, well, yes, I did actually hire her. She rocks. But when I interviewed Rebecca Tracy, and let me just tell you, she is, the interviews that I did, one, Liz Lipsky, who is one of our teachers at IIN, Institute for Integrative Nutrition, Dr. Morse, another one, Rebecca Tracy, Pablo Garcia, who is married to Andrea Beeman. He was a phenomenal, truth-telling, when I tell you this was just unbelievable interview, as well as Michael DeSante. All of these were profound interviews. And when I interviewed Rebecca Tracy, we talked about the days of the 2 50-minute session where you just say, you get handouts, a few emails in between, supports from me. Those days are over. That work with me page is just going to have you going, dun, 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 crickets. Is anyone going to hire you? Maybe, but are you going to have that long lasting, business of longevity? Probably not. So what do we need to add there? That's when digital products come into play. That's where you see something offline. So really what you want to do is you want to actually start using your offline, your digital products offline and online. So we're going to get into that a little more, but I want you to even think, what does she actually mean? What actually means that when you buy a digital product, like a done for you program, you don't want to just have that on a sales page and say, detox, here, do it yourself in a passive, income and do it yourself or online. You actually want to integrate that. And I'm going to get this, I'm going to get more into this when we talk about the sales funnel, into your work with me. Great ways to have multiple streams of income. Insert your essential oils or products or programs. How many of you do essential oils? Pangea, Asana, Beauty Counter, Beachbody. It's endless. Metagenics. Many of you are aligned. I've worked with many of you who even do homeopathy, who do Chinese herbs, who are aligned with so many different companies. And these days I'm seeing tons of different multi-level marketing companies that are coming out. Some of you make your own salves, some of you make your own, bath salts. Integrate these into your programs, because one thing I have found is the program is your gateway. Once you get somebody into your forum, you use a program as your gateway, get them into a forum, and you're communicating, you're building trust, and you're integrating those ideas, those products, those essential oils, and you're telling people not only how you use them, but if you actually want to make this as a do-it-yourself program, you're sending emails and links to those emails, or a membership download in the back with actually links to those products, right? How amazing is that? Additional services. How many of you are massage therapists, fitness instructors? Do not compartmentalize your other services. Start to actually build them into, your existing health coaching services. These are multiple streams of income. I see too many people who try to separate them, and then they feel lost. They feel that they have to be so different. Do not make them so different. Add these additional services. When I teach at Hippocrates about business, I say, raise your hand if you have an additional business. And so many people say, yeah, I'm a massage therapist. I do iridology. I do Zytoscans. I'm like, oh my God, that is awesome. That is rad. Somebody says, I do aroma touch. Awesome. You've just differentiated yourself. Add these additional services into your programs so that when somebody's about to click on your program, your Work With Me page, you have these awesome additional services. Self-suggested meals and recipe books as do it yourself. I don't know why, but people, it's very interesting psychology. Someone may not be prone to spending $97 on a program, but they might actually say, you know what? Yes, I want to spend $19 for a recipe book or suggested meals. Great. You've just gotten their email. Now you can start the conversation. All of a sudden, you create a sales funnel of conversation emails. And if you buy Paleo, Rockstar, or Revitalize, there are follow-up emails, especially the essential oil add-on, tons of freebies, tons of blog posts in any of those, even PowerPoints that you can PDF, and you can send those out and start the follow-up conversation. Sell the PDF as paid workshops, online or offline, and do additional videos. Use your iPhone, use your camera on your computer, have somebody video it for you if you want to spend that extra money, and sell these as, paid workshops. You can also sell freebies. Think about if you sell a freebie. Any of the freebies from one of the, Paleo, Rockstar, Revitalize, essential oil add-on, all have freebies. Easy peasy. Think about it. You're building your list. There's a 3% conversion. How are you going to get health histories if you don't have a list? Many of you don't know this. I have 3 freebies on my site. I have 2 freebies for health coaches, but none of you know that I have about 100 that I circulate through the internet, Pinterest, Instagram, LinkedIn, because I want to actually test my niche. Who are these people who are buying from me, and what do they really desire? So if you make something evergreen, that means that you're not changing it. Make one of the programs evergreen. Paleo doesn't change season to season. Revitalize doesn't. The weight loss program in Revitalize, make that evergreen. Turn that into a 6-week program. Make Paleo your evergreen program. Put in videos. Again, make it a do-it-yourself. Put in essential oils or products. All of a sudden, you have multiple streams of income, passive, and then you have your active Work With Me. Go offline. Use one digital product and launch this baby. Local gym, hello, paleo, or grain-free CrossFit. I mean, who isn't even on ABC and CBS, and every person is talking about how they lost weight, talking about the paleo, the paleo diet. And it doesn't mean you have to be paleo, but think about trending and think about making money. Sometimes we have to kind of think about how we can make money. And sometimes you might think, wow, detox is a great thing, but weight loss is actually the word that we need to be using. So I always say beef up or tempeh up or superfood your Work With Me page. This is how you make your Work With Me page more attractive. Is it a cleanse, detox, cleaning program? Everyone that I've ever interviewed, Lisa Consiglio, Lisa Wilson, I'm thinking about some of the interviews, Holly Thompson, I've interviewed multiple people where I go to their site and they offer always a year-long detox that is right there. And they all call it different things: reboot, restart. It's just a clean eating elimination program that seems to be their signature program. But whatever that signature program is for you, and think about it today. Do you work with moms, busy professionals? Do you work with, people that have autoimmune digestion? What is your story? But go offline with these programs, and the same programs that you're using offline, dun, 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 they should be used online too. So if you have a static page that is showing an online program, that same one should be beefed up in your offline. For example, if you want to say, when you work with me and when I do a strategy session and somebody calls me, or discovery session, I say, hey, when you work with me, you get access to my elimination program. And, if we need to go grain-free, I have a grain-free program, as well as a weight loss, which is, omnivore or vegan. I also have a 28-day transformational program with these great ebooks, and I can take you through a vegetarian or an omnivore program. So I have so many different programs. So when we work together, I can really make it work for you. That's how I work offline. I have a system for my clients. Think about that. Think about what is your system. That's why for me, having all the programs is how I don't have exhaustion. That's why VIP for me is the way to go. So when you look at the sales page, you'll see what is the VIP. What I always say when somebody buys VIP, start with, okay, as we're going into fall, we always want to think detox. Maybe it's not detox that you want to start with. Start with one program, one freebie, one PowerPoint, one blog. Don't get overwhelmed. Put the other programs to the side. Start and just start easy, even if you need to use the PDFs. But let's talk about going offline. Introduce yourself to the local gym, probably the one you work out at. Introduce yourself to local spa. Say, hey, can I give away an opt-in freebie to your people? Get creative, or even just on Facebook, your local mommy groups, doctor's offices, they don't have time. Hook up with one of these places and say, look, can I offer your people, a week of suggested meals? You have tons, especially if you buy the VIP, weight loss programs. Community centers love to have people like us because they love to have these workshops. Health food stores offer a program and say, look, if I offer this program, can I do the grocery store and promote your products while I'm doing this? They'll be like, yeah. And you can do that program in their health food store. You can also do the detox at your home. You can also do a weight loss program or a retreat in your home. A retreat just means a gathering of people. Any of these programs could have 15 to 20 people. You could do any of these programs at a gym, a CrossFit gym, a spa, local juice bar. They're awesome selling the juices, but then they want a program after. Make those connections. Mommy groups, Little Gym is one of my favorite places that I took my kids. Talk to them and say, are you looking for somebody to kind of give these kind of lectures? And if you're not that person, which is where I say know yourself, you're more comfortable doing teleclasses. Look, you may get 1 to 2 people your first teleclass. I got 4. Yes, 4. But you know what? I didn't give up. I kept trying. I kept putting myself out there. So the biggest thing that I see with coaches is they stop trying. And yeah, you may be rocking a job 9 to 5 all week, but then carve out each day, which is why the Launch Pro Kit in the Rockstar, Paleo, and Revitalize forces you to create a content calendar, forces you to look at your business and see when are you going to carve out time each day. There's no excuse. When you become an entrepreneur, that means grinding for your business. Doesn't mean you have to trash self-care, but it means organizing your day effectively. You can do a cleaning party. That means that you can do essential oils at your house. You can do the detox at your house, introduce products, beauty counter like I do, whatever you want to do. But you can do this online or offline. Remember, Think about this: weight loss, cleanse, detox, paleo, clean eating, 28-day program can also make the clean eating and the weight loss into a 6-week program. When I did Sisterhood Wellness, which is just a retreat, that is a retreat that was online that I can really do offline. So many people have asked me, when are you doing an offline program? When are you doing a face-to-face one? So really think about, what is your desire? Do you want to do a 9-month mastermind? Do you want to do a 9-month mastermind retreat where women meet twice a month in New York or LA? Think about it. It just takes planning, but it's endless when you have access to programs that you're walking them through, starting them on a cleanse, taking them through the process of really getting to know them. And that's why I created the 28-day transformational program. That's more mind, body, and spirit. You're taking them through day-to-day tasks of how to get deeper into the mindset of changing. So you need a system. You don't want to be fumbling for recipes. You want it just done for you. And the funny thing is, the other day I was looking to get an ebook. Actually, my designers were like on this, on all of this. And even just in doing this, like I pay, the recipe tester, I make all the recipes, and I have a recipe tester. I pay that person $1,500. I pay the designer close to like $1,500 to $2,000, depending on the extent, on how much we're designing a program. And so everyone was busy, and my designer was working on the sales pages. And so I said, I need a totally new, fresh ebook covers. So I went into different forums and I said, okay, I need designers. And I got names of 15 people and sent out, these are the ebooks I need. And I got back proposals. And for one ebook, it was $250 for the design of a cover and 10 pages. So when you think about what you're getting here, one designer actually said $300. One designer said $400. When you're thinking about what you're getting here, you're not only getting what you need for your client, but you're getting business builders. And I'm going to show you a comparison chart. The ability to not sit in front of your computer and have all of this done for you, professional editors, designers, saving time, not fumbling through session notes. Because what I do is I go into my Dropbox, I download, and then I personalize for my one-on-one clients. That's how I use it offline. So you need that gateway program, because a lot of people want to test you out. And that gateway program may actually be for just a single session for somebody. You need that list building strategy. That's why you need opt-in freebies. And in the detox and the paleo, you have opt-in freebies with follow-up letters. Plug and play and add in your own message and story. Add in a little of your special sauce. That's how somebody's going to get to know you. But do challenges, do fun, cool ass stuff on Facebook so that you're building lists and getting people into a forum. Done for you programs are a right fit for you because they help you to master the art of coaching. We spend so much time, I think, getting stuck in our words. It allows you to spend more time marketing yourself in the right places, whether that's online or offline. And it does give you visibility in that online world. So whether you decide to beef up your offline work with me or use it on a static page, lead pages, or optimized press, or anything to have, a detox showing, a cleanse, clean eating program, anything. When that person, and you have 30 seconds when they come to your sales, to your website or anything, to say, oh, wow, this is cool. Let me check this out. 30 seconds to grab their attention. And it's building trust. This is your sales funnel. You're giving a free offer. That free offer, that opt-in, or that webinar, you're grabbing emails. Grabbing emails, great. You're creating that conversation because you're going to send them a, thank you. And that thank you, that follow-up comes from the opt-ins that we have that follow-up email. Discovery session, boom, health history. And you heard what I talk about in my health history. Do not give the shopping center away for free. Many people say to do an hour. That's great if you're, selling retreats and everything, higher VIP package, the ultimate package, VIP days. But if you're, doing your one-on-one coaching, keep it to, 30 minutes. Let them talk. One-on-one coaching sessions. Boom. Beef that up. Tempeh that up. Superfood that up, baby. And bring in your digital product. So they get your signature cleanse. They get your 7-day program. They get whatever that is, your weight loss program. Make it signature so you're separating yourself from the bunch. You're standing out in a crowd. And you'll hear this when you hear the Rockstar interview by Kira Hug, who is one of my copywriters in the amazing interviews. It was really profound listening to her talk about how to stand out in a crowd. The other is group coaching, in online programs. This is where, online programs, boom, you may be that person that feels really comfortable. Great. Then you go into group coaching. And so for you, remember, the very things you're doing online, match that with your one-on-one coaching. Make sure your work with me is profound. It's interesting, all of that stuff. And group coaching, online coaching, retreats. This is where you can use your programs to make them sexy. What are they getting month 1, month 2, month 3, module 1, module 2, module 3, VIP days, paleo, cleanse, 28-day. You can give somebody that. You can clean out their kitchen. You could do this, via Skype if you want, anything. And this is where you use the programs in the ultimate package. This is where you're building out some amazing sick packages, maybe building in products, building in oils, anything. And this is where you use the programs. That's why the VIP package is so ultimate for that, because you're really building out that VIP experience for that potential client. Personalize your programs to fit your niche. And whatever you do, market your program, online or offline, own it. And, we have a lot of coaches say, how am I owning it? Because someone else wrote it. Owning it is about putting your authentic message on your site, putting your authentic message when you're marketing to your list, making it yours. So even if you have pre-marketing emails, which you have in, every program but basic, making it yours, putting in videos, putting in that authentic message. Our clients need systems. And I realized this when, in kind of the economy that we're in, people really want like that 7-day program, the 21-day. And I see this with so many of these like 21-day fix, and everyone wants, the insanity program, which gives you X results. People just like numbers. And I see that with, it's a trend, 4-hour work week, like I said, Whole Living Magazine, everyone has X number of days for a program. I find that so often people don't just sit on my couch and talk about what happened in their lives. They really want a clear food plan, and that leads to the emotional work. So what is your solution? This is what each of the programs, this is on the sales page at detox.rachelswellness.com. And yes, we do take payment plans. Rockstar, Paleo, Revitalize. You do not get a program collage, launch pro kit, banners, marketing image, blog, opt-in freebies, but you get private forum access. So you get an email sequence. You also get a pre-marketing email sequence in each of these. Revitalize has 2 programs, and even Revitalize has 2 programs with, a vegetarian option, even a vegan option, which is unheard of, at least in my experience of seeing that. This is what the program materials look like. So as you can see, they're sleek. Everything is in Word documents. So you will get it in Dropbox. All you do is download it. You edit it. It is that easy. And then you convert it to PDF. In the basic, you get a fall basic detox. This is for you if you don't need PowerPoints, you don't need opt-in freebies, you don't need blog posts. You are good as gold. You just need personal suggestions for the 14 days. You need a fall detox guide, a day-to-day 14 at a glance, the complete guide. And what we did is food combining, how to banish cellulite, reduce toxins in the home. We added some key things that we knew would be great for your marketing. Vegan protein sources, food diary, move your body, move your poop. That is a big thing. Brand new copy, a 20-day email sequence that you can plug and play or post in a forum. Awesome video tutorials, in-depth, step-to-step launch success guide, and you get a 3D professional ebook cover. And these are the PowerPoints and the Rockstar freebies. So these can be, used also as challenges. And this is how we really build our list. Low sugar smoothie challenge. This could be another challenge, organic food. This is how we use them online, but also we could use this offline. You could have a group of people doing a challenge. How many people can, eat organic food on the lowest budget, do a CSA challenge. I mean, these are all awesome ways to build our list. You can use the PowerPoints and send them as PDFs to people. This is the Launch Pro Kit. This is going to keep you organized during your launch. I saw somebody the other day in a forum saying, I need a sample referral letter. Boom, here it is. Somebody was saying, I need a gift certificate done. Here it is. Signature product, launch timeline. Here it is. There's so many. And then here is a resource guide of every different tool that it took me years to put together. Content creation. How many times have you sat there and you have so much content and it doesn't make sense? So you're almost confusing your clients. You get everything, you download it, and you're confusing your clients and you're confusing yourself. So this is to keep you stay organized. Rockstar is for you if you are ready to have those images, banners, PayPal buttons, tutorials. The opt-in freebies and the PowerPoints are not seasonal, so you can use these at any time, and the investment is great. Somebody actually said to me, oops, the essential oil program is not here, but I'm going to actually show you how beautiful it is. I don't know where it went. The essential oil builder is gorgeous. You have a stash of essential oils and you want to make money. And as we all know, compliance is tough these days. Everything is compliant ready. What I'm so happy about is this is finally we're offering a non-branded essential oil guide. So you get two, a branded and a not branded. You need to buy this with basic or Rockstar, and it is not applied to any other program. Each season we do change this. And what's nice is that you actually have, and I'm going to show you some of the freebies once we get to Dropbox. You actually have some amazing opt-in freebies that you can run as challenges. And what this allows you to do, as you know, we need 3 touches. So you can actually build those touches by using these opt-in freebies, creating that conversation, getting emails, and then offline, not only using these as thank yous for your webinars, but this is how you actually get people to sign up for your list. And we all know once people sign up for your list, you get their email and you can talk to people about essential oils. We also know that having a program and integrating essential oils is that way that you really start to empower people. This is totally different, these guides, than the guide that you would get in Basic and Rockstar. Totally different. Why paleo? I created this because so many of the paleo recipes, it's so much bacon fat and lard, and I wanted to give something that was great for my clients, that for me would be something for my kind of inflammation and digestion that would empower people about clean eating, improving digestion, Great for a gluten-free client, great for somebody who wants to be grain-free, not seasonal, and you have your business builders and your launch pro kit. This is the look of paleo. This is paleo for your business. I actually took 2 of these freebies and built my list by 600. So why revitalize? You need a 28-day program that's family friendly. I have coaches that have also used this offline to sell the 4 ebooks. These ebooks are amazing to sell just the recipe guides. You want to offer something that is tangible. And as you see right here, this 3 days to ditching the bloat, I built that by 300. The 9 smoothies, that could be a challenge. These are all the different materials. I mean, you also get 39 different blog posts. You get PowerPoints. This is not seasonal either. So when you think about really why is this program for you, the Revitalize program is amazing for anybody that doesn't want that detox, but really wants a cleaning program, but wants that option for somebody who wants to do weight loss, but in a holistic way. Somebody who really wants that vegan option and that omnivore, because when you have 2 weeks of that in the 28-day, you have 4 weeks. So you're really thinking about 2 different programs with so many different options. Why does this work? Slap your name on it. No copyright. You have a forum with this community that you get 24/7. You get, daily tips from me, the right support. And what do you get when you sign up now? A 60-minute masterclass with me, which is a value of $200. I am going to take you step by step how to brand your programs, how to launch to your niche, how to use your programs online and offline, and simple tips to launch like a pro. We take payment plans. You will see this right on the site at detox.rachelswellness.com. If you have any questions right at the sales page, you can just chat and just ask us a question. We are there for you. But I want to even just show you how easy it is. With every folder, and I want to just show you, you have 2 folders, business and client. So you see 3 blogs, 3 flyers, banners, PowerPoints, workshops, opt-in freebies. And I want to just show you how many opt-in freebies. This is the castor oil wrap challenge. And just to even show you, this is the 3D image for the castor oil wrap challenge that you can use. Everything is in Word. So all you have to do is download this, never edit in Dropbox, download this, and you have a castor oil wrap that you can, edit, use, and send this right off to your people. You have a 3-day mini detox, don't leave home without these oils, essential skinny drinks, things that are just so easy to be able to use. 3D EO detox covers, 5 banners, marketing images, everything. So in the client materials, you have 2 different covers, easy peasy. And just to even show you the fall detox. In your Rockstar, you have a business, a clean eating version, client, extras, and then PDF ready. In your basic, you have a client, you have at a glance, and I'll even just show you your detox guide. See how beautiful this is. Why detox? Why detox in the fall? Rebounding, castor oil pack, visualization, snacking, food, sleep and hormone, detox and cellulite. So when you're thinking about, the program, and just to even show you downloading this, and how easy this is. All I would have to do is tap, insert my info, close, and then I would be able to edit this. So again, this is so easy. If you have any questions, just again, go right to detox.rachelswellness.com if you have any questions. And I look forward to seeing you this season. Have an amazing day. And if you have any questions, just contact us. There's a contact form. So with that being said, have an awesome one. And I will talk to you soon. Again, this is Rachel Feldman, proud owner of rachelswellness.com.